There's my boy Virgil. He wants to ask y'all to do something.
Press the subscribe button and the notifications bell right below this video.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, folks. Please subscribe, like, and share. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Thought I'd touch base on internet. Now, if you're living in the Philippines and you happen to be in an area like I am, there is no local service provider available. There's no cable, none of that available. And Starlink, it's coming, should be available sometime early next year, from my understanding. But that could be a little bit on the expensive side, especially if you're like me. You try to be conservative so you can help students out and so forth, and people around you and in the neighborhood and so forth. You know, I try to do everything I can to make life a little easier, as you all well know. But if you trying your best to get internet and you just no way of doing it. Now, the first thing you will need is an open line modem with administrative access. I will post a picture of it, and it will be, as you will see. And what I mean by an open line, I mean you got administrative access. That way you can open up the menu, go in, and change the settings, because the providers here will lock you down on a band, and sometimes that will keep you from having any internet. And if you got a modem that is open, and will accept any SIM, so depending on where you live, be Smart, Globe, Ditto, whatever, every which one you can actually lock onto. And we'll get into that in just a few minutes. But this will give you the ability to change the band, which is very necessary, to be honest with you, because sometimes a band will get overloaded and your internet will drop down near nothing. You can go in and change it to a different band, and you're back up and running at a decent speed. And I'll try my best to post some speeds that I have acquired in the past bit. Now, the second thing you will need is data unlimited. Now, personally, I use Smart and their Rocket SIM. With that Rocket SIM, for 599 pesos, roughly $12 a month, something like that, you get unlimited data. Now, I watch Netflix, YouTube, all this stuff, streaming services, no problem. Now, that can be done. Now, if you buy a modem, there's one thing you do need to know too. I forgot to mention that earlier. Make sure it has external antenna ports, so you can use an external antenna. Now, you need to also you need at least 1 bar signal. Now, that 1 bar signal available, you need to purchase a parabolic antenna, which I will also post a picture of. Now, that parabolic antenna, it can be difficult to get locked onto a cell tower. You're going to have general knowledge on which direction the closest cell tower is to you. In my case, it's roughly 30 kilometers away. And the antenna is supposed to have just a 26 kilometer range. But it's working fine, as you see. You see my videos and so forth. And with that parabolic antenna, I've tried several different other types of antennas. The mono flat panel antenna, I don't have a picture of it, but And they work, but they're very limited, especially in my area. You might get off, you might be able to use it fine where you live. But basic knowledge, what I'm trying to get to everybody is, if you Starlink's coming available, and if that's not an option you want to take, this is another opportunity that you can do, and it works. So you have to get this stuff online. If you happen to have, like I did, when I bought my modem, it was locked to a provider and also to a particular SIM, the family SIM. But I had to take my modem because I got locked out of internet, and it was working beautiful. I was so disappointed. Anyway, I had to go to a local town, to a phone shop, and they reprogrammed my modem. And I had to pay, I think, 800 pesos to do that. They had to contact a person or everyone there is that has the software. They won't share the software, so they had to pay a fee to reprogram my modem, and I had to pay a fee for them to do it. That's why it was 800 pesos. Now you can buy open line modems online. There are several models out there. It's my understanding the Huey has more options on the administrative control. And make sure you get one with the external ports, antenna ports. When I bought mine, I bought it because smart's the only thing I can get here. And that's the reason I ended up with a locked modem. And it worked for a short period of time. But now it's open, and if they was to happen to put a cell tower closer, say a different provider, Globe or Ditto, I just changed the SIM out. And all those providers offer a promotional SIM where you can get affordable data per month. Now this is all prepaid. Personally, I'll never sign another contract with any of the providers. That's just the way it is. Maybe one of these days I'll tell you about it. But that's it. But anyway, this may help someone to get internet. It is available in a fringed area, but it takes a little effort and work to get there. Now you'll have to put an antenna up and put it up on a tall pipe. Mine's approximately 40 feet. I'll post that also. But hopefully this helps someone. And I really appreciate everybody watching. And good luck.